I'll give a nice hand for D.W. Paone. I'll give him a nice hand.
Has everyone here had his 2-drink minimum?
Yes.
I received a call from my agent yesterday, and he said, I have a job for you. I said, great, where am I going? And he said, you will be performing for a group of quarantined Ebola patients. And I said, well, that doesn't sound so good. And he said, no, 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 it's the perfect audience for you. They can't leave. I said, you said the same thing about the women's prison. And 2 minutes into my act, half of them volunteered for solitary confinement. And the other half volunteered for the death penalty. I have my jokes written on my hand. You want a sneak preview? Today is November 14th. A lot of people don't know this, but today is a national holiday in Colombia. It is the Day of the Colombian Woman. In celebration of this holiday, I have learned all the words to the Colombian national anthem, Hips Don't Lie. They certainly don't. Can you read this for me? Sofia Vergara said that when she first met Joe Manganiello, that he was too handsome to date. She wouldn't go out with him because he was too handsome. No wonder I don't have a girlfriend. A statistician at Columbia University claims that there are far less, or fewer, my mother was an English teacher, far fewer rats in New York than originally anticipated. Well, of course his number is lower. He didn't count the ones that we sent to Albany and Washington. Speaking of Washington, marijuana is now legal in Washington, D.C. And you thought Congress couldn't get anything done before. Dude, we gotta vote on a bill. Yay or nay, what does that even mean? Kourtney Kardashian had a breakfast at Tiffany's themed baby shower. That's what you do when you're wealthy. You have a breakfast at Tiffany's themed baby shower. When my mother was expecting me, she had a breakfast at Taco Bell themed baby shower. It appears the Chinese government has hacked into the United States Postal Service's computers. So when you're at the post office next and all the pictures on the stamps are of twice cooked pork, you'll know why. A restaurant in Colorado accidentally served several children, ages 2 through 8, drinks with alcohol in them. We're not supposed to do that? Asked Britney Spears. I know some of you may be looking for a job. I know I am. And I've heard that there may be things on your resume that make you look old. And one of these things, they say, is an AOL email address. That you've got to get a Gmail address because that'll make you look younger. And I thought, my God, they're right. So I got a Gmail address, and then I immediately fired up my Commodore 64 and made the corrections. It's come out that Ronald Reagan secretly recorded telephone conversations he had with other world leaders. He used the Situation Room switchboard to make these recordings. But first, he made a test call to Richard Nixon, and when 18.5 minutes didn't mysteriously disappear, he knew the he knew the system worked. Okay, we're on to the second hand, so we're halfway through. The Chicago mansion once owned by William Wrigley Jr. is on the market for nearly $9 million. Now, I actually visited this house, and I said to the real estate agent, this house is in bad shape. The whole place is held together with chewing gum. Now that the midterm elections are over, and the Republicans have taken control of Congress, the last 2 years of President Obama's administration will be shot as a reality TV series. It's called Lame Duck Dynasty. Now, the world is a far more tolerant place than it used to be. We are far more accepting of people who are different from us. So I would like to take this opportunity to come out. Ladies and gentlemen, I am a Republican. I thought I was going to have hot wings thrown at me. Now, when I was 13, I knew I was different from the other boys because I didn't quite have the urges they had. So I played along and pretended that I liked Jimmy Carter. And then when I was in college, I experimented a little bit. And I voted for Ronald Reagan. It felt great. Yes, Ronnie was my first. While I'm up here confessing my darkest secrets, I have another one for you. I watch Fox News. Now, I don't watch it for the reason you think I watch it, because it's fair and balanced, and we know it is. No, I watch it for Andrea Tantaros. I have got this thing for Andrea Tantaros. She is just my type, a short brunette of Mediterranean heritage and a Republican. She is so beautiful, and there's nothing that turns me on more than a hot Republican, which is why I always like Barbara Bush. I mean Laura Bush. There's another hottie, Republican hottie on Fox News named Jedediah Bila. And sometimes I have this fantasy of the three of us, Andrea, Jedediah, and me, on election day, in a voting booth together, all three of us voting Republican. And I get to pull the lever. I mean, why not? It's my fantasy. I actually dated a Democrat once. She was a hippie chick. She said to me, I believe in free love. I said, so do I. No one should ever have to pay for it. All right, true story. When I was in college, I was working this summer job, and one of the girls comes over to me and says, a bunch of us are going into the city on Sunday to demonstrate about some such nonsense, I don't know what. She said, you want to come with us? I said, demonstrate? I'm a Republican. We don't demonstrate. We just cut off aid. I learn a lot by watching Fox News. Now I know all my options when I want to buy a catheter. Okay, there's one guy over there that watches Fox News. Oh, the legal department has advised me if I admit to being a Republican one more time tonight, I should expect an IRS audit tomorrow morning. Thanks so much.